And there's been just so much outrage after a young woman, Savita, died after being denied an abortion in Ireland. Her husband has said that he wants a public inquiry. He doesn't trust the one that has now been constituted by authorities in Ireland. Well, earlier today I spoke with Praveen, Savita's husband. Praveen, up first, we know that it's been a traumatic time for you. You've been just so brave, and through all of this, thank you for taking out the time to speak to us. First up, how are you doing?
Well, it's been a tough journey, you know yourself. It's been, the news has been spreading all across the world, and we're also getting a lot of support, both from the Irish people and, all corners of the world. We're fortunate to have, great friends here who've been amazing, who stood by me, and that's giving me, a bit of strength, and also, I suppose, I'm surprised myself, in a way that, all the strength that I'm getting is from Savita.
Right, she's giving you strength. She's really become, her case really has become a rallying point for people all around the country and, in fact, the world. But you've said that you don't trust the inquiry. Why do you suspect a cover-up?
Basically, the way my wife Savita was treated in the hospital was horrendous, and I don't have any trust that the health service executive who are leading this investigation will do any justice. And also, they are funding. The investigation is funded by the HSE, so I think there will be some kind of a bias. So we don't have any faith in HSE.
You don't have any faith in the system. You've also sort of spoken at length about documents, proof that's being provided by the hospital, evidence that's being provided by the hospital of how you don't trust it, that it's been sort of tampered with. What more sort of do you have to back you on this? You've said that every little request like that for tea, coffee, extra pillows is there, but that you kept asking for an abortion repeatedly isn't mentioned in the hospital documents.
Yes, I think it's a cover-up due to various reasons. Firstly, initially when the investigation team was set up, the panel, they tried to put in, a few, doctors from the hospital itself where, my wife Savita was admitted, and then they, after we started, protesting, they tried to, take away the University Hospital, Galway doctors from the panel, and then there was a cover-up on the medical notes. The key information from the medical notes was missing for the whole day, which is strange. And also they have been tampering the notes. Basically, there have been some retrospective entries made on the 7th and the 12th of November since the news broke out.
Right. That's of course a lot of proof that you're saying that you have tampered and written and retrospective entries as well. But you've been through so much. You've been through so much trauma. What for you can now bring justice, can give you some sense of closure, Praveen?
Of course, we want to know the truth. She was fine until we went to the hospital and her condition really started deteriorating. We just want to know why was she left, there in the hospital without enough care. It's horrendous the way she was treated in the hospital. I just can't imagine that something like this could happen to us. If you see the record they have in the University Hospital Galway, that they had no death in last 17 years. I've just been reading some of the newspapers, and that's the reason why Savita decided to go to that hospital. And why did this happen to us? We want to know the truth.
Right. All of us, in fact, want to know just what happened, and hopefully lessons will be learned. What happens next, Praveen? Are you planning on staying on there?
Not at the minute. I have some commitments, and it's a tough question, in fact, to answer. At the minute, I'm not thinking about that. At the minute, I'm purely focused on getting the justice, because the whole family is eagerly waiting. and you know, we need justice here. We can't just you know, shy away from what has happened. It could happen to someone else tomorrow, so we're just concerned, you know, as a human being. And I would just like to appeal to the government of India to please you know, talk to their counterparts in Ireland and see if they could expedite or help us any support, you know, to you know, initiate a public inquiry, you know, would be really appreciated. I would also like to thank the ambassador here, you know, the Indian ambassador, who's been amazing, you know, and he's been talking to me, you know, almost to every day to get an update on you know, where we are and if any help is required. And I would like to thank the ambassador of India here, and also I would like to request the External Affairs Ministry in India if they could put some kind of, you know, I would not say pressure, but request, you know, the Irish government for a public inquiry.
Right, India of course has taken up this issue, but you know, there must be just so many memories I can imagine of Savita, but what is going to be your one lasting memory of your wife?
Well, one last memory would be, you know, she said to me that you know, she never felt you know, what a motherhood would be like, you know, when she was in the hospital, you know, when the miscarriage took place, and she just held my hand and said, you know, why didn't we plan this earlier? It's such an amazing feeling. And she said she understands now how is it like, you know, to be a mother.
Right, real heartbreaking account, Praveen, there, but thanks so much for sharing your memories, your thoughts and your plan of action with us. Hopefully there will be justice and that closure that you are looking for. Thanks again for joining us on the program. Let's hope that there are lessons learned. You can move on from this.
Do you have the NDTV Profit app? All the markets, all the news and your own homemade, ready-made portfolio available there for you.
We will right now answer what you should sell, what you should buy when markets are down.
Download at ndtvprofit.com/apps. Get the best app from the channel you trust.